book transition. Hello, hello, hello. Are we back? Yes, we're back. Okay. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Good. Today I will showcase a bit like the water material that I worked on and the system behind it. And we will most likely just start switching out elements in our demo map to switch it to the ocean and to the river. This is currently what we have. Give me a second. Sorry. Okay. Hello, hello. Okay, I can see the YouTube chat. That's good. We set up YouTube chat and like you multi-streaming right now for the first time, so I'm currently trying to figure everything out. So excuse me if I don't see it immediately. It's a bit all over the place for me. So yeah, let's focus on this here. So YouTube chat works. That's good to know. We have currently. Let's see what we currently have for this. So this is currently the water that I have created, and it's still not done, but it has the basic elements that we need for the virtual tabletop. So let's see. When we go under tools, on the water tools here, we can see currently I have turned on waves and river. I want to turn on I want to turn off the river, so just to showcase how it looks without these kind of things. This is more for the ocean. The waves are currently really low. Like, let's see if we would change these parameters to something like drastical. Like, then we can see already like the waves coming in, right? Let's for a second take this one out. Just hide some things in the scene. Yeah, nice. Okay. So this is the current setup for the ocean that we have. This now, of course, like the waves are way too much right now, but it's missing as we go close and further back, we see here the ripples on the water itself are getting rendered in and rendered out. We need to add the same to the waves, but I'm not going to do that today. But okay, let's see. Let's actually go immediately to the other map and then showcase this and switch everything because it is ready to be switched out. It has the basic foundation of everything. Let's go. I'm just gonna make this a bit less now. So we can see what it does. So if it's colliding with something, it will create the foam around it. That's pretty cool. Like also if it's really shallow, it's create this foam. Need to see if we really want that. But Doesn't matter which position, it will create the foam. You can... Oh, there's something in not... Oh yeah, these two I need to change later. But then we have water shading. We could do the watercolor itself. Like if you want to maybe have something more... The problem with the water, it's kind of interesting here with the watercolor. It is like the opposite of what I'm selecting. So if I'm selecting the blue channel, it's going for the yellow. If I'm going for green, it goes for the pink red. So it's the opposite of what I'm selecting. So I need to watch out a bit. But yeah, if I want to like have like a murky swamp water, can do this and then also change it here to like something, let's see, like this. And then you can decide how much is getting translucent with it. Color theory, yeah, no, we throw color theory out the window here. Like we just, and then yeah, I would only add scattering, but yeah, the scattering is a bit weird. So let's just go low. Okay, good. And then there's a lot of other values that we can change. Let's see. This is good. This is our basic setup. And for now, we will save this and we will go to our other map and we will replace the ocean and see if we can also replace the rivers today. I doubt I will come to the rivers already today, but let's just see. We go to our demo map. This will take a bit of time to load up, most likely. Let's see. I will also, like, how we will work today in this scene, I will most likely hide everything because I need to do so many changes that when I have the scene loaded completely, it will just interfere with my work. So I will most likely everything will be hidden. In the start, we can see everything for a second, of course. It's like because it's loading it currently everything in. But let's have a look. Should now slowly come up here. We're at 100%. Good that I just remember I need to also hit the recording button here. Good that I just noticed that. Let's have a look. Takes a while currently. I don't know if it's taking longer because of my streaming. I actually could check my heat for a second. Let's see if... Yeah, loading up the main map takes a while. I actually don't know if the PCG is currently, like, all the forest... I don't know if the forest is generated and everything. I hope not. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we'll do that in a second. I think the forest is currently loaded. That's kind of the problem. If the forest is loading the start to render everything in, takes a while. Because how it's currently set up for myself in my scene is on ultra settings with everything rendered inside without So my PC is currently screaming. There it is. Now it should switch. It should switch now. Why is it not switching? It's already preparing shaders. Ah, there it is. Okay, let's go. Let it load, let it load. Let it load. Okay, so yep. And we go immediately into hiding everything. These trees are not. Yeah, why is the grass not getting called out? This is problematic. Okay, good. Everything we gonna hide. And empty world. Okay. Good. So this, yeah, so it's like I can repeat myself again one more time here. Like we're gonna switch out today the water system from the Unreal Water plugin. It is good, but coming with a lot of obstacles. So it's better to like have our own system. For now, I will focus on the ocean itself. But first, before I do this, I noticed already something in the last time when I was working in my own level, that when I have the river selected and then go for, let's see, what was the name again? Effect landscape, right? So if we go for not affecting the landscape, so now I will most likely need to do a lot of landscaping later again, but we need to turn this off, I think, first. It's important before I delete this. So this is not affecting, this is not affecting, this is not affecting anymore. This one is also not affecting anymore. So it's currently gonna look really not nice, but that's what we need to do to get this plugin out of the level. If not, I'm scared that the collision of the whole terrain will be will not be good anymore. It will change the whole collision and we will actually not see it. I noticed that when I did it on my other level. So let's first turn off these check marks. I don't know if this is all the way through. Maybe I should have taken a picture before doing this. Gonna be fine. I know where stuff is actually. Let's actually do this. For these two, I just want to have its picture. Let's just do this. And then we just do this and this. Okay, so good. So I just have the picture here for later. Okay, good. Don't affect the landscape. Don't affect the landscape. And then this one, I'm kind of scared that it's gonna be looking weird now. Actually, it's not that bad. Okay. And then this one also. And this one should be good. Okay, so nothing is affecting the landscape anymore, as it should, I think. This one is still. Why is this the, yeah, this is the, yeah. Okay. So, the ocean we have here. Let's first start with the ocean. Let's first see the ocean. So I have 76 changes already. Let's save this for now, because this is all the landscape proxies of the landscape that just got changed. It's kind of a problem. Then we will gonna delete the ocean first, I think. Yeah, the ocean we're gonna delete first. Actually, I think I can delete everything at the same time. Yeah, let's just push it up so I can see what I'm deleting. Actually, I shouldn't do that because the ocean. Okay, so let's do first. Let's actually first do the lakes, just to be sure. Just let's take them out, and then all the rivers. I'm just gonna go through each river one more time to see it's really not affecting anything. It's not. We're just gonna delete them. Good. And then we have the water body ocean. Yeah, okay, we can delete this. And I think it will take, oh no, we'll not delete the water zone actually. And then landscape brush manager. Yes, good. Let's just double check. Oh, let's just double check if we go into the landscape now and then, oh, okay. And then we go under layers. We have here the water layer. So I just need to see something. So if we go, so we see it here. I just need to see what's happening if I press it. So we hide it. Okay. So the water and this layer is the, oh okay, good. So it's all how it should be. So it's gonna prepare every time shader I do it, so I shouldn't do it too many times. It's gonna be a little bit annoying. Good. I'm actually not sure if I should delete this layer. Because it's changing the landscape itself. This one is a bit where I'm not sure right now because don't know if the path of the street is also on the water layer itself. So let's see what we have. It should not be. I think it should be normally on the normal world layer. But I will not delete it for now. I think it should not be a problem. Okay. Let's first do the ocean. And also the ocean bed needs to be done. Let's get the harbor in here. Gonna work with the harbor now for the ocean. So the industrial harbor we're gonna put in. It's gonna kind of show us. Let's go actually first landscape. Before we put the water down, let's just let's just do a bit of cleanup. Most likely someone will start working on this later again at some point, just to kind of make it look on the water a bit more interesting with some rocks and all this. But for now, we're just gonna make a nice smooth transition. It doesn't need to be super neat right now here. This is not too important. And then here we're gonna just flatten this for now. We're gonna flatten the hole. I just need to see I'm currently actually a little bit too low. That's good. Let's, oh, okay, wait. Let me not do it too fast here. That's good. That should be good. Okay, flatten, increase. Okay, good. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, there's a bit of painting back and forward, but it's fine. Boop, boop, boop. And as said, this doesn't need to look neat. It's also better if you don't try to make it look perfect with the edges. Give it a more natural feel. Just goes under here for a second. And here we're also gonna do the edges a little bit zigzag. Okay, that's good. This is good. Nice. Now we have one layer. Good. And then we just do a small smooth here, just a fast one, that we kind of keep the shape still. Okay, good. Not more to this. I'm not gonna focus on landscaping too much today. Good. Let's have a look. This looks a bit wrong, of course, right now because we have no water. Let's go. So we have master materials. First of all, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this in the right folder. So this one goes to the material function. And then we go to the material. Oh, did I put it in material functions? No, right? Into material instances. Yeah. Then we do a duplicate. And this is gonna be our ocean. Oh, that's okay, good. Yeah, let's put this on the top for now, so it's not gonna interfere with anything. So how it currently is with the water, it's basically tiling in the world coordinates. So it basically doesn't matter where we position the plane, it will get the information from its world coordinates how it should tile. So right now, when we go to our assets, and I have these meshes prepared, I think for the close-up, I want to do 500, like the number between the number at the end here is the triangles. For the close-up, we do 500 triangles. With the distant meshing, it will lower this if you are far away, but at the edge, we can do just go low 100. It's not visible if you go low. So we can just do this. These should be 20 by 20 sheets right now. Let's just take this off. I actually want to see effect. So we need to turn off effect distant field lighting for these. Because of some logic. It's basically trying to calculate the distance from under the plane and what it's colliding with. And if it's turned on, everything, also the plane itself would count. And we don't want the plane to count into this. This doesn't make sense. So yeah, we turn that off for now. And let's go to materials. Material instances. And we're just going to drag and drop the water ocean right here. So the height is correct. This is the height that we want to go for, I think. That was the height that I remember. Yes, good. Just want to see. Okay. One lower. Yes. And I'm not gonna rotate or anything. I will just push it against here. So what I could do, I could of course be like doing this, but I don't want to do this because this means we will this is best shown in wireframe, right? The orange is currently what we have. That's the triangles. So if I scale this, it will not create new triangles. It will just have the triangles which triangle amount that it has. What's currently 500, right? We want to work with the 500. So 500 per 20 meters are we working with right now. So let's go back to lit. So what we're just gonna do, because we know this is world coordinates, we can just tile this. Like we can just put it next to the next one and it will look smooth. You will not notice this. Like perfect. So we're just gonna create basically a yeah, a repetition of these. I will just place some of them for now. This one needs to go like that. And we will see how this looks. The good part about this, it's also kind of reducing the amount because the ocean material before the plugin from Unreal Engine, it's basically pretty optimized. You can't deny that, but it's like going through the whole landscape, and if you want to create like underground things, it's kind of a bit hard to. It's a bit finicky to make it look like to get the water out of it. And I know the water currently looks really bad. We're just gonna change it in a second to something more nicer. Okay. Let's just repeat this one. I'm not going to repeat this now around the coast too much. I just want, is this, yeah, okay. And I'm going to do one more time. So we just see the whole thing. Okay. So wait, actually let's do one more, and one more. Because then we can see how it actually already calculates the depth. So let's also go one more to the left, to the right, I mean. And one more. Good. So let's open the material and let's do our changes to it. Let's have a look. So we're gonna first work on our water shading. So this is the ocean rule. We're gonna keep on the waves. We don't want the river, so river turned off. This is good. This is all we need already for the first one. Let's close this. So let's go. Light scatter. Light scatter is a bit it's a bit weird. I don't know if I need to add more logic to this to make it work, but like, so my 1 or -1, like 0. So you could do either 1 or -1. At the end of the day, this is the same. If you do 0.5, it looks really, at certain angles, it looks really confusing. So this is better just to keep it as a full value. So we're not going to touch that. Then we have refraction. Refraction index of water is 1.33. Like these are certain values of how refractive something is. We're also not going to touch that because that's just how it is in nature, unless we want the water to look unnatural. Then water absorption, that's the color now. And I want to first see, I kind of want to make the from bottom to top a little bit different, like on how the listing is, but it doesn't. Water Fresnel, so this is the reflectiveness of it some, but we're also not going to touch that. Water reflectiveness, roughness, specular. This is all good. Water murkiness, water roughness, water scattering. So here, this we're going to touch as last. Let's just do the colors for now. And we want most likely something in the red range because we want blue, right? We want, as I said earlier, it's the opposite color that we are trying to receive the information from. So let's just see. I want to just play with the red values. But this is too, I don't want to make it look too Caribbean. I want to make it like this and then maybe add a bit of the, so let's see. I just need to, this is just like testing around, to be honest, like as much as you want, like just increase this to 0.2 and then we need to see that we did not do too strong because as you earlier already saw, the reflection right now is red because of this value here. Like if you go, so we don't want to make this too much. We should also keep this in a really light blue value and then we should just do 0.2. This is one of the things I want to add more logic to still. This is really simplified logic on the water scattering color. So let's just keep it to a more natural. Actually, let's just do this for now and then just go a little bit higher. Okay. Okay, let's now just put this here. Is this, yeah, I need to put one here. I'm gonna make the ocean first a bit bigger now. And I think also this is already I think this line here is the max that I want to have with the 500. Or maybe even here I already stopped because it's really not visible. Like as soon I switch these all out, like all these to, oh, these are overlapping. Yeah, these are overlapping. That's not good. Yeah. So as soon I would switch these out to like a lower value, like it will be pretty, like it will really not be visible. I can go really drastical here. I could like say that all of these would be the 100 now. Let's switch them to the 100. So if I go here and then just switch to 100. So now we're working with 100 triangles per 20 meters. So you see the density from, this is a bit hard. Let's see. The density from A and B, basically. Right? This is 1/5 of the 500. But it's basically, if you go to lit, like the only thing that's visible is this because of the waves. But what you can do for this, maybe I need to go a little bit further out to not make this visible. But what you could do is, just, we go this. And we go down. Because the idea is that you never go over a certain range, right? With the characters, you can tile like this. So I need to watch out. Like, of course, you can go out this. But at a certain point, you can't go out with the camera anymore in the game itself. So I can just be a little bit like a little trick here and just lower them and it's gonna look fine. So that's what we're gonna do later. But let's keep focus on the waves now. So we need to... Currently the waves are a bit too uniform. They're looking all a bit too much. And we're working with 3 different waves. So let's go to the waves for now. I want to have one that is really coming slow in, but is a big wave. So let's put this to 3000. Actually, when I put this to 0, let's just see what's happening. If I put these to 0, I don't know if I can do this. Okay, I can actually. That's good. So I have one wave that comes in really slow. Let's make this big. It's also going in the wrong direction right now. It's going outwards. Like the direction I can calculate here in a second. But I think... Actually, no, not for this. This is the coast. We can't do too high. It's gonna look a bit too much. Let's just see. This is fine. I think 20 is fine for the harbor coastal areas. I'm gonna rename later the material to a bit different values, but so we have a wave that comes in slow. We need to basically get the opposite direction. This is from left to right. It's maybe a bit easier if I do just this with numbers. So this would be -2, 0.2. Then we have it more directional. Oh, 0. Can I not do mine? I thought I can do mine. Maybe I cannot do it in the material instance. That's maybe a problem. 0.2. 1. This one is doing enough. Wait, what? I need to go to the blueprint for a second. Let me go to the blueprint. So here are the waves. And I normally have minus values in them. So let's just see. Let's actually untick this for a second then. So this one is 0. We don't want green. This one should come in like directly. And then we do a -0.5. So it goes inwards. And actually let's have a little bit of green going on. So 0.2 from the side. I think that's nice. Apply this. So can I really not do minus values on the instance itself? So -1? Oh no, I can. Okay, why didn't it work before? Maybe I just did a typo or something. Good, so this one comes in direct. And the steepness, we're gonna do... How harsh are we? 0.5 is a bit too much. I think it's best if I have some boats in here to actually see how it feels. So let's type in harbor again. Oh. Whoa. Bring in the boats. Okay. Let's see how it feels with the smaller boats. That's the most important one. Oh, the render textures needs to render in. So we have currently, well, we've currently no buoyancy on the boats, so they're not moving with the waves. That's something that also needs to be set up. But for now, we kind of get the general idea. So the waves are not too crashing. They are fine here. It's kind of good. Then let's focus on the other 2 waves. So we have 3 waves in total to make this, like, 1 wave is not enough. 1 wave is gonna look way too generic. So let's have the other one. The other ones are also going to be longer waves, but not this long. So we're going to reduce it to 2000 already. Then 0.3, and then we will see. Oh no, that's the wave height, sorry. So from this we go lower values, and then 0.3. Now we have a second wave. Let's think for a second. So one wave comes from the left side in. I actually want to reduce this to -0.1. And then the other wave, I think this is too high first of all, and too steep. The other wave, actually let's make a really small wave. I think that's better. But of course this is way too visible. And we're gonna do this to 750 maybe. And we're gonna use this, we're gonna almost get the same values here. So we're gonna do like, we're gonna just offset it a tiny bit, maybe actually direct 0, and then -0.5. -0.5. Now again, he doesn't want to take it over. Why is that? Just do here 0. That's better. Let's just like do this for now. It's let's go this. I think I just need to work. I need to write in here. It's the yeah, exactly. I need to have the values in here. That's it. One is maybe too low for the wave height, and then actually put this to 1000. I think, and then we will have a. Let's just see. We want to have them. Yeah, this is kind of good direction. So 0.35, and so it's kind of overlapping. Maybe we can actually increase the steepness a bit, and then do here 3. This is like just testing around, of course. But now I feel like this is a bit too diagonal to the other ways. I want them to kind of overlap a bit. Maybe I'm just going to do 0. 0 is good, because that means they're from the front. Let's just do one more test here, like if I just want to increase them for a bit. Are we gonna upload the stream to the channel? We are currently in work of having long-term videos, so we will. But at the same time, the stream is like, if I think about this, I rather want to showcase a bit more of the material later. So, but most likely we will upload them at some point to the channels in some sort of video format, a long-term video. It's gonna be that. It's the autosave. So yeah, they will most likely be later visible on YouTube. Let's see. Let's do 5. 5 I feel good about. And let's add the third wave. And the third wave will come. So one comes diagonal, one comes from front, and the other one, maybe we just do directly from or diagonal from the side. We need to check. So this one we're gonna set at 2000 then. This one we're gonna increase to 15. Oh, that's 115. And the steepness will be 0.2. I still need to fix my windows. Love it. Let's open the wave direction. So we want to have it from the other side. Means we need to basically just do a 0.5. Oh no, -0.5 is still correct. This one needs to be minus, and this one needs to go on the positive. Maybe actually, let's see, 1. Yeah, these values are really like, you need to play around until something looks the way you want to have it look. I think lower is better, so 4, 3. Yeah. So we basically have like a oval shape of waves coming in. They're both coming from different directions. Okay, for now I will keep this. Maybe I'll come back to the waves. Yeah, of course, we most likely will make this more watchable, 100%. Good. Let's see. We have. No. Actually, let's not move the objects. Let's get a. I want to just have any object currently. Just get a stone or anything. Let's just get one of the photo scans in here. And I need to save. I notice I have a lot of changes. So let's actually save first. But yeah, the water is nowhere near to be done yet. Like, there's a lot of things missing, especially the river is one of the things. Of course, it's not gonna look nice right now. Actually, I don't. Let's just take something else. Oh, this is tiny. Where are the rocks that I had from my other scene? Are these all just tiny? To be honest, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna take the one without any textures. We scale it up. So I just want to see it for the foam right now. I want to kind of do some foam calculation here. So we have the foam here. Let's just see. Yeah, like this maybe. More like this maybe. Okay, good. So this is also things that need to be changed. Currently the foam is reacting to the waves, but not to the ripples too much. Something that also needs to be changed for the water logic. But yeah, let's see. For now, this is enough. Let's put this back and let's go to the foam tab. I just noticed also it's 6.4. I jumped over 5. That needs to be changed later as well. So for the foam itself, so this is the scale of the foam in terms of the tiling. So if I would do here 1, it would be really, really tiny. If I go 0.001, I guess that's the, yeah, it's just the tiling of the foam. So this one we don't need to change really. Foam speed motion, this is just the motion itself of the foam. So if I would increase this, it would go really fast until your eyes hurt. So we don't gonna do that. And actually be a bit faster. So we're gonna do that. Foam scale, so this is the most important one that we want to have. Can also look a bit here on the boats itself and everything. On the walls. I think I'm gonna increase this to 150. And then the foam opacity decides how much of the foam is visible. I think we can reduce this by half than what the original setting is. And then foam depth, it's really not that visible unless you go in a negative value and then it disappears. So this one is still something I want to change. This one still needs to have more logic. With the foam depth, we basically could also say, we could add like a gradient map, and the gradient map will basically decide maybe it's better to show it here. So here's our foam, opacity and foam mass. And then we have here the texture. So here we get the foam. This is our foam. But the foam is layered. So it has 3 layers, right? This is foam in the red channel. So foam A or foam 1. This is foam 2. And this is foam 3. So, and currently it's just generating all on top. But what you could do is have something in here from like between this output and this output to give the information that there is like a gradient map, like a value from 0 to 1, at which point something should be casted. Maybe the speed is a bit too much, I feel like. Yeah, the speed is a bit too much. Nah, 2 is good. Good. Then what else do we have? It's the foam. And this... I'm still not sure about the watercolor. I still want to have way more information there later. But let's go to the near normals. So the near normals is... If we go further out, it's easier to see on the dark spots. If we go further out or further in, we will see that the ripples, they are getting faded out, so to say. They're like less visible. And this is kind of logic, so that's why we have near and far normals. I could be really drastic and showcase this, like I go out, and then I say, I need to make the tab a bit bigger for a second. And then I say, normal ripple strength, right? And if I would increase this now, and then I go in, and then it goes away, right? So like, but this is of course wrong. This is not how we want to make this look. So let's first focus on the close one. Let's stay here, a bit more visible. So we can also decide on the speed. The best, if we change here the speed and the, let's actually like, this is maybe easier to visualize if we turn off the waves for a second. Let's load it. Yeah, so we have no waves right now. So we see these ripples, they are moving, right? They're moving still on the surface. So if I would be like X is like on the X direction, it's like really fast right now. And then the same for the Y. So what we first could do is, actually, let's see. I want to see actually if the normals are something we want to increase. Although we are on 0.75, I like that. Like if we go too low, it just becomes too weird. So we're not gonna go too low. This is too soft. I think like 0.65 or 0.75 is... I just need to see, is the contrast too big? No, it's not. So that's good. So this is good. Let's see. I just noticed that the ripple speed listing is not correct. This one is... Wait, let me fix that for a second. So it's the speed 2. Is it Y or X, was it? It was Y, okay. You are not... Oh, these are all not so... Okay, I'm not going to do that now, then I'm going to do it later. It's fine. I feel like for the ocean, the ripple speed is fine. I don't want to change them, to be honest. Then we can just do... We can change the tiling. Now it's a question if we want to have something lower in between there. So we have one, so we have two ripples, right? We should have one that is like more the micro ripples of the ocean, and we should have one that is bigger. So, but maybe 0.2 is too big, right? Like, let's actually increase this so we can see this for a second a bit more. Like maybe actually 0.5 is not too bad to have overall. So if we go 0.5, 0.2, I think 0.2 is pretty good here. And then ripples, this one we keep at 1 or maybe 2. I think 2 is good. I need to see how it looks with the wave in a second. And then we turn on then we turn on far. And we see far would be right. I think far is, let's see where we can see far really good. Okay, it's already starting here. This point is also way too close to the camera. We need to change this value as well. You can see the far starts around here, so I think we're gonna put it down to 0.8. We have still like a fade going on, so if it starts here, it's not immediately a cut. It's still blending between the two. So that's good to keep in mind, but we still should increase it a bit. And we're gonna just copy the values. We're gonna have 2 for tiling 2 and then 0.2 for tiling 1. Nice. Yeah, we're not gonna change any of the other values, so this is all good. We can now collapse these two. And here is then yeah, I need to change the name first of all. And then we have here the large scale transition. So this would be deciding when it should happen. So if we go, I'm gonna go extreme for a second. Let's do 10,000. So we see now it's coming closer. If we do 2000, 2000, it's less. And this one is just the transition distance. So this is the blending, so to say, between the two. So but I think 1000 to 3000 sounds about something where I want. This is really not noticeable too fast. Actually, maybe 4000 was actually not that bad, to be honest. Because if we're close standing here with the camera, this all should feel natural, and it does, so it's good. It really first depends if we go out to the shore all the way here, then it really should feel like not visible anymore, so this is good. I'm gonna keep this as a base now. Most likely we'll come back and change some colors. I'm not 100% happy with the colors yet, but I want to now put the ocean everywhere first. I want to put it everywhere. So let's just do this. The good part is because we're working a system like this, first of all, oh, I should also do this. I just noticed something. I'm not on the right grid system. That's what I noticed. And the other thing is that I noticed is that I'm not working in the right folder. So let's get all the water. And we need to have, so this is going to be a little bit finicky right now. It's maybe actually easier to delete every water plane and then put it in the folder, because this is really finicky for me. Because I know that the folder, wait, let's actually not do it like that. Let's collapse everything because the folder is all the way on the top. No, we're gonna do it in a different way. Why am I doing it so complicated? Let's still collapse everything. And we're gonna delete this one, the water folder. Then we select the water. This is all the water, right? Yes. Folder, and we call this water. Good. Now we're working in the right folder. A little bit easier. For now, what we're just gonna do around the coastline, I will just create this. The 500. And we're not working with tessellation on these, so it's only the camera fade. Okay, this is good for now. It's also good that I can see the house on the shores. I see the values are not 100% set correctly because we have this black edge going on. So that's a 0 value, and that's not good. We need to change that in a second. Good. Let's just repeat this for the other side. And then let's this side on. Let's see. I was like, it looks so different right now, but yeah, the waves are turned off. Of course, it's gonna look different. Forgot to turn them back on. Oh. Okay. Is it actually maybe a bit too slow, the ripples moving? We will see in a second later. I'm gonna go into with the character pawn to see how it feels. It's with the editor camera. It's anyways a bit not right. Okay, so I think for the harbor we're gonna keep this tiling system, but now when we go to the offshores, I think we can be a little bit tricky about it. We could do something like this. Could keep the 500 if we want to be sneaky about it. We could increase it to 50. Oh, 50. Let's just see. For this, I need to turn on the waves back on again. I'm gonna put this over here for now. Yeah, it's the edge here we need to fix in a second. Yeah, this is also a problem. The camera needs okay. Notice some issues with it, but it's fine. Let's turn on back the waves for now so we see a bit more. And then for the foam, it's a foam opacity that we need to increase. So we go back to 0.25, I feel like. And let's just increase this to 100. Okay, good. Then, so this we could just escape with a plane because it's gonna look really. So this is the waves are the thing that we're kind of losing, right? If we scale it too big, we're gonna lose the waves. So what we could do, maybe this is of course a bit overkill. Let's just like go to 20 maybe. Just want to see. I just want to. Of course, we don't need to. Actually, it's just go to 5. It's fine. 5. It's still 100 meters. Basically. Nice. So there's the other issues. This logic we don't have yet. As you can see, it's nice, it's always following the world coordinates, but the tiling of the waves is always the same. So because we have now structured the waves in a way that it seems like they're coming in to the harbor from this direction. Oh. And we go over here. Now we see they're coming still from the same angle, right? From front. How we could escape this if we're lazy, that we angle all three waves into the center here, so to say, or something like boop, boop, boop. Then it would create this effect that it feels like they're colliding from all sides to each other, and we could just position it everywhere. But that's kind of not what we want. So later I need to figure out a way that we create like a center point in the, like a center coordinate on the landscape, and then the waves always know the center direction is the landscape, but I can still like customize from what direction they're coming. So right now we're gonna work with this, but that's things that needs to be fixed, of course. Yeah, the normal is a bit too strong, I just noticed. Let's just actually put this back to 0.7. And then the far normal we keep at 0.9. I think the values were actually not that bad. Let's just... Yeah, let's just keep it like this for now. Good. Then let's actually just increase the back here for now. I think we can... I would do one more row of these, and then I would switch to a different plane. And what the trick could be, I want to have bigger waves outside of the shore. So we could, if it doesn't feel too unnatural, we could do something where... So let's see. This is gonna be interesting now. I in my head this sounds okay, but actually never done this. So let's see. I would first reduce this to a... Actually, no, we're not going to reduce it. We're just going to scale these. It's easier. We're just going to do a 2 scaling. Actually, let's try 3 scaling. So that would be... Yeah, that's good. Let's just try this for now. That's just me trying this out for now. It's not gonna... So the question is, if you would be playing from here, that's the first important one. Could you see that from playing... Because we get this line right here sometimes. Because of course we scaled, the things are not aligned perfectly anymore. But this is not visible. No matter how you play the camera, unless of course you put it here, it's visible. But you will not be allowed to put the camera like this. So that's all fine at the end of the day. So we escape it a bit. And what we can do now, let's create one more row. Oops, I think it's... Yeah, let's create one more row. And now we go to the ocean, and we're going to duplicate this. I'm going to call this ocean... What do we call this? Big waves? Yeah. So, and these one as well. I've got to select these. So the big waves. Maybe I actually need to create the distance even more. Maybe I need to use this one as a buffer and then need to see. Need to see how it feels for a second. Let's just create it for now. Okay, let's go. So the only thing that we're gonna change is the waves itself. And now what I would do, the long wave, so the 4000, I want to see if I increase this to 50. I don't want to see at which point it becomes noticeable. So this is now noticeable. So for this one, we need... It actually looks good if they are this big. But we should not go this... Maybe not this extreme. So 50 is maybe good at the start. Is it visible here? Yeah, it's tiny. Yeah, it's visible. So we need to increase the range. So this one we maybe keep on the... Oh, this one we maybe keep on the same value. But let's just figure out. So, and these we just set right under. Like, oh, it's 400. Let's do 35. And then this one we increase to, we just do ×3, so 15, I would say, just to see how it feels. Okay, this one is, let's keep this one to 10 and this one to 25. Yeah. So we are only going to play with the wave height for now. We could actually also play with the wave lengths for once. We could do a 6000. Just let's see. But it will create an offset to the other wave. So that's what we need to keep in mind, because the time between the wave from the beginning here and the wave from wave A and B is now halved. Like it's a half difference almost. But at the same time, how visible is this? It's not. So I will increase these. I will all give 1000 value more. And this one only 500. Good. And then what we're gonna do... Ooh, it's actually really visible. Actually, let's not do it. It's too visible and when you just turn the camera. So we're gonna do here 500 and here we keep it on 4000. Because then they still have the same alignment, so to say. So there are two ways how we can do. If we want the transition to happen at this point already, we can just change the height. The height would be a thing, as I showed earlier, that we can just do. We can just say like 1, 2, 3. So it's under the other sheet, so to say. Actually, maybe we're going to keep the transition to like later. So actually let's okay, now we're on the same height again. Right? Yeah, we are. Good. Then we're going to do it differently. And the way we're going to do it is just... We're gonna, on these, we're gonna keep the original one. And then from here on out, what we could do actually, because we're already so far out, we could increase this even more. We don't need, now at this point, we read the player. Oh, I'm on the wrong grid system, sorry. At this point, the player will not see this anymore, so we can just like this. As soon the landscape ends, we can just create a plane that goes around the whole world, so to say, with low vertices for optimization. Oh, oops. If you look out, let's see. So this one we're actually gonna lower. Let's do 10 and just lower it by a good. Like this maybe? Yep, that's good. And then now we pull this up again for a second, and now we look at it. My keyboard sometimes 60. Then we just increase these as well. I guess we could play with 20 and 40 here. Nice. Good. And then what we're just gonna do is one more copy. I forgot I am on the wrong grid system. It's a bit hard to snap it then. Good. Okay. And then from here on out, what I would just do is having one wave, lower this again. Like we actually can lower it by 100 right now. That's like it's, and then we can just do this. Just actually center it. Keep the height of this one. Pull it out to the edge of the world. Actually, just put it even lower. No one will see this anymore. And we do this. So 100 should be 100 exactly. And then we do a 50. Good. And then for the distance one, now for the distance one, we will have this repetitive problem and the camera distance problem. So the best thing we can do is duplicate. And then we'd call this ocean no waves. Plug that on this one, and we just press the button here. But this is going to be too visible, right? So what we could do, we could just have one wave. Yeah, this is too visible. So what we're going to do, let's see if one wave could increase the wavelengths. First of all, we could just be really drastic about it and just increase everything by the double amount. 4,000. And 3,000. Oh yeah, I know there's also something I forgot on YouTube. Sorry, guys, I need to... I forgot to set something up on Twitch. Sorry. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, good. Then we're back here. So this is less visible already. To be honest, I think the buffer waves here, they are actually not helping us. I feel like they are more against us right now. So what we're gonna do is let's see. Let's just have this. So these in between here, the transition waves, let's actually just keep this to the ocean water one. And then at the end, we're just gonna reduce them a lot, as I did here. I just want to even go drastical, like this is just really like, at the end, you should not see the waves too much anymore. So that's kind of good if you would look out here. So let's actually go into play mode for a second and just have a look at this. Yeah, sorry. I need to do some changes on Twitch later, but that's fine. Let's play from here. I didn't save. That's a big mistake. That's a big mistake. Because it's fine. It's fine. Okay, let's see. This, I need to mute the sound. We still need to change the UI sound. That's so important. Yeah, good. Let's just place the token. We have donut here. Let's select donut for a second. Okay, just want to get into the edge. Are the waves maybe too strong? Do you want maybe to have them more relaxed a bit? Let's see. Maybe we're gonna increase the length also from the close-up waves a bit. I feel like they are coming in too much. Just being in the play mode with the character right now. But yeah. Yeah, let's change this. This feels a bit too problems. Okay, let's see. So let's see. Let's increase the wavelength then one more time here. Just to make it feel like, actually then let's just do the 6,000, 4,000, and 3,000. Just like increase everything by 2. And then the work down a bit. So 2,000, or 2,005, 2,250. And this one we set to 3,500. I feel like, yeah, this is better. This feels a bit more relaxed. So let's see. First of all, what we're gonna do now is save everything. We're gonna save everything. So what we're gonna do is that we take these, the big ones, rotate, and then we're gonna do it one more time. 180. Good. Because at the end of the day, that's what you need, right? We just need a horizon of ocean. And this is pretty optimized, right? Because at the end of the day, this is just 500 triangles. It's nothing. And then I will work along the coastline now. I will create the I will create the smaller versions. So I will work with these along the coastline, because as soon as a player character can get close to the coastline, we don't want to lose the density of these waves. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking, because this looks also so good still. Let's actually just, okay, let's just see. Let's just work along the coastline for now. This is going to be just me repeating this a lot, so it's going to be a bit boring, but it is what it is. The question is just how much we want to have them out, because let's actually do this one first. Just want to repeat this one just to get a feeling, because we really can get away with a lot here right now. We don't need the high density ocean tiles here in the beginning. Like, let's get the church in. I just feel like we should get the stuff in when we are. It's not called church, it's called cathedral, I think, right? What was it called? Church, cathedral. It's called free, because that's okay. So we get the rocks now. That's why I wanted to get it in. I need to see like how much we actually need, because I think let's just work down. Let's work these lists down. I just need to see if there is none of these. I think it should be fine. All of the, yeah, it should be fine. This looks so good. Hmm. Yeah, the church name 3. It's just like let's change this now. To be honest. Ah, no, I can't. I can't. I think there's someone working on it. I can't. I cannot change it right now. I would have loved to change it, but someone is working on it, so I should not do that. Okay, let's just go here like a little bit snake-like around the... Yeah, like this. Let's just go around the cliffs for a second like this. And then we create like a nice line in a second. And then... Yeah, we... Anyways, so this is not a problem right now because not everything is cliffed out already. This is like just the landscape material. So we need to... This will change most likely again. Like someone will go in and delete some of these ocean planes here. Um, and then the question is if we should get LODs on this. Most likely it would be good to have LODs on, although 500 is really low. We could just call them out at a certain distance. I think that's better. So we have so much empty space here. That's really like, that's like the question what I should do with the ocean then, because this whole area, like basically everything from here will never be visible. So all this, so I feel like this is already too much. So let's get these. This is a good overlap. So let's get these in here. And then let's get here 2 more out. And do it one more time. Do I have 2 here or something like that? No, right? No, okay. Good. And let's just like, let's think. When you're standing here, just need to see if everything is... This is still tiling perfectly. You don't see this. So we could... I would just do 1 more out and then just wrap the bigger plane around it. Yeah. I want to see if I can get away with the bigger plane here as well. So let's take you out. But I don't think so. I think it's visible. Nah, yeah, it's visible. We have this one line that's pretty visible actually. So nope. I actually can also not take this one in there yet. Yeah. These are all too visible. I just saw the line there, so we cannot take the line here. So then we're just gonna... We keep the... This one for now. And we go all the way out till a distance that feels comfortable for us to change this. Let's see. So we have the big waves here. First of all, what we're gonna do, what I think, just because of my brain, I think I want that it's basically covering. It's basically covering onto the edge from here. Let's just get the right height. And then just go back a bit. Okay. Because at the end of the day, this is just a blend between the far and the... Actually, 8 would even be better. 7 times 20, right? We're on 140. That's fine. Let's just work with 140. It's fine. Oh wait, these are also the bigger ones already. Okay, then I want to test something else. If I can get away with a plane this big. So that would be 10. 10 would be even better because then we can tile perfectly between 1 and 2. Right? It should be perfect tileable because these... Yeah, let's see. So this one is not yet... The position is just off. Let's see. And then one back. Yeah. Okay, good. Let's just delete these then, because I think we can escape with this. Yeah, we can escape with one big one in between there. So we're just gonna do this. And it should be 3 of them. And then we just add one more row here. And from there on out, now we need to decide when we want to do the Celtier. So let's think for a second. It's best if we just repeat them first. And we can do 2 more. Okay. And let's add 2 more here. Let's have a look. Yep. How far it should perfectly tile with the landscape as well. Because we are working on a... There are 200 meters, so it should perfectly... It should perfectly from left to right a bit. I actually don't know. It should at least. Or maybe not. Maybe my math is wrong, but it's fine. It legit doesn't matter. Because it will be covered by the next ones. Okay, so... Then let's just go... like back like this, and then just duplicate one more here. That's a bit more, that's better. Good. So we're definitely gonna have these two going from here to here. I will do it and then. To be honest, I think we can. That's not a question. Let's see, these two we're gonna add as well. Just need to see when I want to do the transition. Let's see when we do the transition. Let's not do two. Let's do the transition. Oh, let's do the transition here. That was a bit too fast there. And so the good part is we know this area is basically not a playable area. It's the mountain. Maybe we'll change it later, but I can just repeat this for now. So we're just gonna repeat it. I can take this out. I now need to watch out because we have a playable area here. So let's get the dwarven mine. I'm so far away from it. I'm completely fine. Let's just we are super fine. Good. And this one we can just repeat as well. And then the rest will be filled by the smaller ones. So we're just gonna do one more sheet here to the left. And then the rest is the small sheets. So let's have a look. We're just gonna do. It's really a lot actually if I'm gonna repeat the small sheets here. Should I do it like that? Could maybe fake it somehow. Maybe I just need to lower the other a bit more. The good part is this will be all instances later on, I guess. So let's you can also go out. We don't need you anymore. Okay. Yep. Nice. And this one we just do like this. And actually I think they can even be wider, so let's just do this. Like that. It's just that we don't see the horizon ending basically. And that's what's happening here, right? Like you can of course go up, but you shouldn't be allowed with the camera to pan this wide up. And maybe some yeah, that should be completely fine. Okay. Man, it looks weird without the roads and with all the rivers. Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think for now, just gonna be the rest filled with water around the ocean. So that's what we're gonna focus. These two we're gonna take out for now. So the easiest thing we can do Let's collapse. Oh, let's go to the water. Yeah. Let's go up. Let's select here. Let's select a good range of repeatables. Which one is not selected right now? These two, right? Okay. We rotate this 90 and we just plug that in here. And then you go up. I just noticed I didn't place them correctly, so let's... I did, okay. Okay, and then we fill the gaps. Good. Oh. Oh. Okay, it's also good to know. Should maybe first watch out that I don't... Let's just select all these. Or selected one too much. What's with this one? Okay, this one's fine. Then let's just put these two back here along the shoreline. And most likely someone will delete them later again because the cliffs will be getting generated along them later, but it's fine for now. Doesn't need to be perfect. So what we will do is we're basically just going to duplicate the side now, and then we have a two, then it's a lot of covered already. Okay, let's select everything. Oh, wait, I did some mistake there. Okay, now we are good. Rock and roll. We do one. Perfect. Good. Okay, and then we delete this. We need to delete the line, the shoreline. So that's gonna all be the small plane still. Actually, this is a bit too weird if I just drag it over from the other side. Let's just copy the ones that we have on this side. It's a bit cleaner. Yeah, let's just like do this. We also know this is a big value, so I can just do this. can increase the grid size to make it a bit simpler for us. Okay, nice. Let's delete these two. And then we just repeat the last ones. So what we will do again is here just from this, we just go up. No, why are pop-ups happening now when I don't want any pop-up? Let's just go to the beginning again, that's a bit easier. Just select a bunch from the beginning again, like good amount. Right. And then we do a rotation. So I think there can be one here. One can cover this. So let's just... Good. And then from the inside, we're gonna take some out. Oh, we can take more out. Yeah. Okay, and then we just go one in every time. Then we are for sure that we are on the edge. Delete them. Yeah, that's a bit finicky, but it's fine. If it's one setup, it's set up. That's the good part about it. And then we just change the material and then it is done always. Good. Let's have the big one here going in. What I don't get, we set it lower, right? Like it should just be, we just overlap it here. Then we don't see it. Yeah. Because it should, this still looks clear enough. Why is there a, what's going on here? It's the rotation, right? Yeah, it's the rotation. Let's, is it visible on this one as well? Ah, okay, I can't rotate them because the UV is gonna be flipped then. I just need to select them all, I guess then, and just rotate them on 0 again. That's a bit annoying. But that's what it is. No, it's wrong. Wait. Which ones are flipped? These ones are all flipped now. Okay, now I got it. Oh, it's just one line off. It's right here. No. Yeah, it should be right here. So let's just set that up. Power of editing will just look like one click later. That's good, at least. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to the other side as well for a second, because it's happening there as well, of course. The easiest thing I can do is just... I'm just doing it too complicated again. I should just select everything. The big one will be rotated wrongly now. It's fine. It's just that the tiny ones are correct. Yeah, now they're all correct. For the big one, we can also maybe just escape later with something else. But let's just delete these. Good. Nice. Okay. The problem is the shoreline. We need to decide when we want to have the transition between shoreline and not. Okay. No, I'm just pressing the wrong buttons. And then we do 2 here, 2 here. I guess the shoreline should stop here, so we're just gonna do a... I will just fit the bigger plane next to it right now, so we see if that works. Gonna duplicate this one more time. And here as well. Here as well. And then we do one here. One here. And then we're just gonna add one more line. And then the shoreline here is done. Good. And then we grab these one all the way out, 2 of them, and then we can just cover the rest with the big plane. I think. Oh, it's 3 of them. That's fine. Oh. Wait. Yeah, good. Okay, good. Okay, good. Let's go. And the rest will be covered by a big plane. So we have here the big plane here. So these 2 we just gonna... Let's just see. Actually, I think I'm just gonna cover everything with the... We're just gonna cover the rest also. No, let's actually... Yeah, let's delete these. It's better to delete. No one will get this far out anyways. So let's just remove these. And then we just do a... like this. Good. So this is the... oh, wait. So this is the height we want, most likely. Okay, it's the height that we have for all of them. Good. Yes, this is not visible at all. That's good. We don't see any seams coming. Okay, that's good. Nice. And then for this area, we need to see, but for this, I can first, for now, just repeat these, the big ones. Oops. Yeah, and then the rest will be covered by one of these. So we pull this one over to the other side. Okay. Yeah, actually, it's just like take this line out. And just plug this in here. And for whatever reason, if this becomes a playable area, then we're just gonna switch that out. But that's fine. So now we are basically in this situation where I'm just gonna reduce this here. And then we're gonna increase it here. So this is the 100. Good. And then this one goes over here. Just need to see what this one is. Fine. So let's have a look. Yeah, it's not noticeable. Of course, it's noticeable that the waves are just going in one direction, but we are completely fine on all sides. It looks like we have the ocean again. Let's go. We're gonna save this. And I guess that was also the stream. Maybe we're gonna do a follow-up on the rivers. I think they are also gonna be way more interesting than just the ocean, because the rivers will have way more foliage going on and everything. But that's it for today. And hope to see you again in the next stream. And enjoy the evening, everyone. Bye.